Holiday season is one of the busiest and most profitable times of the year for personal chefs. But here's the truth. Most passionate cooks who are starting their personal chef business and getting into it with catering either overcomplicate it from beginning to end, undercharge for their services, or even avoid catering altogether because they think it's going to be too overwhelming. In this video, I'm going to give you the ultimate guide to holiday catering for personal chefs because as of the time this is being published, it is the beginning of October and it is time to get ready to pick up those lucrative catering jobs as a personal chef. We're going to break down exactly what to offer, how to price it, how to find clients, and a system that makes it all stress-free so that you can cash in on the holidays instead of burning out. Hey, Chef Shelly here. I help passionate cooks start their own personal chef business so you can finally get paid to cook and do what you love, but on your own terms. No restaurants, no commercial kitchens, no staff, just you, your cooking, and clients who love your food. And in this video, I'm diving deep into holiday catering because this, again, is where a lot of passionate cooks get started. And you can make big money fast and really enjoy creating experiences that clients will never forget. By the end of this video, you're going to have a step-by-step plan to your holiday catering for your personal chef business. And stick around because I'm actually going to share a catering equipment checklist for you so you can keep your events smooth, professional, and less stress. I won't say stress-free. First, let's decide what kind of events you even want to offer. That is huge. Because this is what a lot of passionate cooks do wrong. They do anything, pretty much, that someone asks them to do. Sit down dinner? Sure. Buffet? Absolutely. Cocktail? Love to. Brunch? See you Sunday. 2 people, 30 people, whatever. And this is exactly how you end up exhausted, underpaid, and feeling unorganized and like you just cannot get it together with catering. Now, as a personal chef, you don't need to do all the things. Your sweet spot is small, intimate gatherings that you want to do with the food you want to cook. Things to consider would be like holiday seated dinner parties. What can you do? For 2, for 4 people, for 6 people, maybe up to 8 guests by yourself? And then how many courses are you comfortable doing? Or would you prefer not to serve courses and to keep it family style? That's important to know on the upfront. You don't want to try to figure that out while you're talking to a client who's trying to decide whether they should hire you or not. So what can you do on your own? And then do you have a friend or family member that would help you? Then how many people would you accommodate that wouldn't be a challenge? That's not what you want to do when someone is paying you, is try to do something that might be above where you're ready. Over time, you can build up to more. In the beginning, you want to start where you know you can be successful for your client. So then that's seated dinners. Think about buffets. Do you want to do dinner buffets? Does that sound easier than a seated plated dinner party? Possibly. Do you do dinner buffets? Do you want to do cocktail party buffets, brunches? Think about the menu that you would want to do for that. How many of each item would you need to make if it was a buffet for 10 people versus 15 people versus 20 people, right? Think about that. Do a menu, think about how many people, how much food you would need to be making for it, and then how much could you comfortably, successfully handle. So again, cocktail parties can be a buffet, and then maybe you can also pass some hors d'oeuvres or your signature hors d'oeuvre or have someone help you do it too. Anything like those, that's it. Small, high quality events where your food and your presence as their personal chef creates an experience. And here's a pro tip. Create 2 or 3 set menu packages. Don't try to custom create and build a brand new menu for every potential client that you talk to. It is a total waste of time when you spend a whole bunch of time on it for someone and then they end up not hiring you. Have some things preset, and then you and the client, when they decide they're seriously going to hire you, get a deposit, and then you can adjust their menu for what they'd like together. For example, let's say you want to do a classic holiday dinner, right? Beef tenderloin, twice baked potatoes, roasted veg, and a chocolate torte. price out that menu for 4 people, 6 people, 8 people. A festive cocktail party menu, maybe 4 to 6 different hors d'oeuvres and a dessert. If you want to do a holiday brunch, an egg dish, a salad, a pastry, a fruit, and a festive mocktail. Whatever types of menus you want to do for whichever type of seated dinner, buffet, cocktail party-ish thing you want to do, clients love having clear options. And that makes it easier for them to say yes. And you love not reinventing the wheel every single time. Now let's talk logistics. One of the biggest myths I hear all the time is, don't I need a commercial kitchen to do catering? I can't make it all in my own home. Well, no, you don't need a commercial kitchen, because if you're working as a personal chef, it's like being a private chef. You're cooking in the client's home, in their kitchen, and that is not something that is regulated by the health department. It's just like doing weekly meal prep services in the client's home. Now, just because you don't need a commercial kitchen, though, there are a few things that you need to check ahead of time. Do they have the oven space you might need? Do they have 4 working burners? Do they have refrigerator space? Do they own enough serving platters, glassware, and plates and utensils for however many people they're expecting? Do they have table space if they want it set up as a buffet? I mean, just doing a holiday party without checking and showing up to their home and finding nothing but a toaster oven and no serving platters. It makes me want to die a little bit. Just imagine trying to cook a nice seated dinner for 8 people in a toaster oven. It sounds funny, but we all have that friend, right? That friend who has one crappy cutting board and no tongs and stuff. These are the things that you need to discuss with the client ahead of time, and definitely check out their space before the event so that you can do your planning. Speaking of this and these details, always use a contract. I don't recommend that you have to have this when you're doing weekly meal prep services, because you have a long-term ongoing relationship. But when you are doing a one-time event where it is make or break it for the client, you need to have details spelled out. Guest count, time of event, and when you'll be there, 2 different things. The exact menu so that you're both on the same page. What's included, like your shopping, your setup, if you're serving, cleanup, and then what's not included. Do they need rent? If you don't have a liquor license, you can't do alcohol. Are they expecting servers? Do they have enough glassware, flatware, plates, or do they need rentals? Having these details written up is just another step that sets you apart as a professional and not just someone that they hired off of Facebook. It avoids nightmare conversations where clients say at 6:59 when the party's at 7, "Oh, I thought you were bringing wine glasses for 20 people." All right, let's talk the one that gets a lot of people hung up, and that's pricing. This is where so many passionate cooks go wrong. They undercharge because they're scared that clients won't book them and it sounds expensive. But here's the thing. Holiday catering clients who want to have a personal chef in their home for their guests expect to pay a premium. Otherwise, they'd be picking up party trays at Costco, right? Not a bad thing, just a different experience. You're not just making food. You're giving them the priceless ability to be able to actually enjoy their own holiday, to have a truly exceptional experience and share that with their guests. And that is worth all the money. When you're creating a menu that you're going to use as an example, decide your pricing. Consider your time planning, prepping, cooking, cleaning, everything. Of course, in addition to all your time, you want to take into consideration your actual food costs. Filet is very different than chicken tenders. You want to consider any add-ons like rentals, extra staff. Are they thinking they need servers or bartenders or anything like that? Mistakes that you're going to want to avoid are things like charging by the hour. That is just a race to the bottom. Charge per event. But again, don't forget to factor in things like your travel time. If it's a premium date, like actually on Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve, Holiday catering is a premium. It is a busy time. Price it like that. Remember, they're not buying the food. They can pick up pre-made food anywhere if they want to do it on the cheap. They can slice up cheese and put out crackers themselves if that's what they want. That's not what hiring a personal chef is about. It's about the experience of their event that they want to have. That's worth a lot to the right people. Now, if you're talking to someone and they balk at the price or even tell you you're too expensive or try to negotiate your price down, this is not about you, and it's not about your services, and it's not about the value, and it's not even about the price. Hiring a personal chef just isn't the right fit for them, and that's okay. But do not make it about you and your service and the value of your service. So let's talk about actually booking some holiday catering. If you already have a personal chef business and you're doing weekly meal prep for clients, that is the best place to start. Simply ask your clients, hey, are you hosting anything for the holidays? I would love to take care of it for you, and I'm booking now. And referrals are gold during the holidays, so be sure to ask your clients, hey, if you know anyone who needs help with holiday cooking, feel free to pass my info on. Give them some business cards. Then go back to people who have hired you before and do the exact same two things. Now, if you haven't had any clients yet, get your menus and pricing together first and then start telling your friends and family now. They might not be your actual ideal clients, but they can sure help spread the word around, and then branch out. Post on social media, but keep it simple and direct. Now booking holiday parties and dinners. Get specific about the types of events you want to do. Make it clear you're not doing a reception for 100 people. Let them know it's limited spots available for the holidays. Tell them exactly how to contact you. Do you want a message or a DM? Do you want a phone call? Do you want email? Past that, get into local Facebook groups and on neighborhood boards. Use word of mouth everywhere you go. People are getting into holiday mode. They are looking for help, and they know other people who need help. So all this is well and good. You've got your menus, you're talking to potential clients. Now, here's where a lot of passionate cooks get burned out. The holidays can be intense. You've got to work to keep it less stressful, and here's how. Use systems and checklists for everything. For your menus, for your shopping, for your paperwork, for your packing, everything. Then don't overbook yourself. Look forward. Like I said, right now when I'm publishing this, it's October, December. Decide now, how many events can you realistically handle and still enjoy yourself? It helps too to really keep your menu simple, not 10 complicated dishes that require you to juggle 4 ovens or whatever. This isn't the laundry, right? Build out your prep timeline, the things you need to do a week before, the day before, the morning of, and minute by minute. I'm not kidding, at the event when you're cooking and serving. When you do this prep ahead of time and are organized with your systems and check, holiday catering can be 1,000 times more fun, not frantic. And when it's more fun, it will actually be more profitable. Now, here's a bonus that I promised at the beginning. Pro tips to make your exquisite personal chef experience style holiday catering stand out from those big random catering companies. First of all, the client's experience. Check in with the host. It means a lot that you, as the personal chef, the owner, are there, and it's not some phoning it in, not caring about anything underling. Offer to help them. Ask them if they need anything. Make sure they have a drink in their hand if they need it. Make sure at the end of the day, they just feel taken care of. Part of the reason people hire us is to not feel stressed out at their own event. And when you make them feel taken care of, that's what gets you rebooked every year. Tip number 2, capture the moment. Ask permission to snap some pictures of the spread in their home and then send them to the host. They'll appreciate having the memories without having to take them themselves or have the buffet already be halfway destroyed and then taking a picture. They'll really appreciate it. Plus, you can share it on your social media with captions like, "Loved creating this holiday feast for my client last Saturday night." This builds your authority and helps you bring in new clients clients. That's social proof, right? Next tip, write a handwritten thank you note after. Clients love this little touch. Finally, these touches separate you from faceless catering companies and make you the personal chef and that specialized experience that they remember, refer, and want to have again. So that is an overview, the ultimate guide to holiday catering for personal chefs. Remember, decide on your small, manageable event types, create your menus and pricing ahead of time, use systems and checklists and a client contract or agreement to keep everything communicated and stay stress-free, and add those little touches that make clients love you and your service. To make it super easy, I have a holiday catering packing list that covers everything from knives to dish soap, just in case the client doesn't have it. You can grab it free, just get the link below the video and download your copy. Don't forget to subscribe because I am starting a series all about holiday catering for personal chefs, and I am always putting up videos about how to start and grow your personal chef business so you can get paid to do what you love on your own terms because the clients are out there and they're hungry for what you're cooking.